If you're thinking about buying an Airbnb in Cocoa Beach, the tourist appeal is obvious. People come here for the beach, surfing, rocket launches, cruise vacations, winter weather, and the classic Space Coast experience. But here is what buyers need to understand. Cocoa Beach is not a uniform vacation rental and Airbnb only booking platform. The actual investment is a property, a location, a set of rules, and a hospitality business. Today, I'm going to show you how the touristy parts of Cocoa Beach feel different, what guests may care about, and what you need to verify before buying a short-term rental here. I'm Carrie Liotta, a local realtor right here on Florida's Space Coast. I help buyers compare Brevard County properties through the lens of location, insurance, monthly cost, rules, condition, and resale. I've got a private Facebook group called Moving to Brevard County, Florida. Just scan that QR code on the screen and come and join us there. This is not a promise of rental income, and it's not a legal, tax, insurance, or property management advice. Regulations and association rules can change, but it will give you much better list of questions to ask before you make an offer. When visitors say they want to stay in Cocoa Beach, they may picture two different experiences. The first is the busier North Atlantic Avenue corridor around the major surf shops, restaurants, beach access, and the pier area. This section can appeal to guests who want recognizable attractions nearby and an easy connection to 520, Cape Canaveral, and Port Canaveral. That means visibility can be useful, but it also means you need to study traffic, road noise, guest parking, pedestrian routes, and the exact walk to the beach. A listing can say near the ocean, but guests will experience the real route with their chairs, children, coolers, and beach cart. The second experience is downtown Cocoa Beach around Minutemen Causeway. This feels more like a walkable beach town center with restaurants, nightlife, events, and beach access really close together. That could be a strong guest story for people who want to park and walk. It may also create more sensitivity to noise, late night activity, event traffic, and limited parking depending on the property. Between and beyond those centers are quieter condo and residential pockets. They may not have the same tourist energy outside the front door, but they can appeal to couples, families, snowbirds, remote workers, or repeat visitors looking for a calmer stay. So do not ask, is this in Cocoa Beach? Ask, what kind of Cocoa Beach does this exact address provide? Walk the route to the sand, visit during the day and at night, check how a guest will reach restaurants, groceries, the pier, downtown, or Port Canaveral. Then decide whether the property is selling walkability, quiet, oceanfront convenience, river access, or value. The property needs a clear story. Second, verify that rentals are allowed. Don't rely on the listing agent saying Airbnb is allowed, and do not assume an existing online listing proves that your future use is approved. According to Cocoa Beach's official vacation rental information and posted ordinance, vacation rentals within the city are required to register with the city. The posted rules include annual renewal and inspection requirements. The registration materials call for information such as state, licensing, and tax documentation when applicable. A site sketch showing parking and exterior features and a floor plan identifying bedrooms and exits. But city registration is only one layer. You also need to verify the property's zoning and lawful use. The Florida licensing requirements, state and county tax accounts, and every condo or HOA restriction. A condo can be especially tricky. One building may permit short stays, another may require a minimum rental period, and another may limit how many times a unit can be rented each year. There may be application fees, guest registration rules, pet restrictions, parking permits, or waiting periods after purchase. Read the current recorded documents, amendments, rules, meeting minutes, and rental history. Get written answers from the appropriate authorities and professionals. If the deal works only as a nightly rental, do not proceed based on a verbal assumption. Also, verify the rules as the new owner. Licenses, registration, platform accounts, and gathered conditions do not always transfer in the way a buyer expects. Third, occupancy, parking, and guest behavior matter. Many buyers make their projections by asking, how many people can I sleep? The city and the physical property may give you a different answer. The Cocoa Beach ordinance posted by the city states that maximum occupancy is the lesser of 2 occupants per qualifying bedroom, plus 2 or 8 total occupants, subject to limited exceptions and grandfathering provisions. The word qualifying matters. A sofa, den, or improvised bunk area doesn't automatically become a legal bedroom. Parking can limit the plan too. The city's posted rules connect the rental agreement to the approved parking layout and cap the combined number of automobiles, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and trailers at 4 for a vacation rental. Vehicles cannot block sidewalks or simply spill onto the grass, sand, or neighboring property. A property advertised for 8 people but offering awkward parking and 1 small bathroom may produce frustrated guests even if the occupancy is technically allowed. Then there's the noise. Cocoa Beach is a real community, not a resort compound. Your guests may be on vacation while their neighbor is going to work the next morning. The city's regulations address noise, trash, parking, evacuation information, sea turtle lighting, and other guest responsibilities. They also required specified information to be included in rental materials or posted at the property. The best operators do not treat this like fine print. They set expectations before arrival, make instructions easy to understand, and respond quickly when something goes wrong. Fourth, build the full financial model. Now let's talk about numbers that matter. Not gross booking revenue, but what remains after the property and the business are paid for. Start with the normal ownership expenses: mortgage, property taxes, flood and wind coverage, owner's or condo insurance, association dues, utilities, internet, pest control, and maintenance. Then add vacation rental expenses like platform fees, management, cleaning, coordination, linens, consumable supplies, locks or access systems, accounting, licensing, registration, inspections, taxes, photography, marketing, repairs, and replacement of furniture and household items. Beach guests create wear. Sand reaches floors, drains, laundry, and air conditioning systems. Salt air affects metal, outdoor furniture, railings, locks, and mechanical components. Moisture management matters, so do reliable housekeeping and fast repairs between guests. If it's a condo, examine the building, not just the unit. Review current dues, reserves, insurance, special assessments, structural records, major projects, rental rules, and financing considerations. Do not use the seller's best month as your annual forecast. Steady seasonality, realistic occupancy, average stay, cleaning economics, management costs, and a conservative nightly rate. Model slow periods, storm disruptions, repairs, rule changes, and time when the property cannot be rented. If the deal needs perfect occupancy and no surprise expenses, it's not a durable deal. Fifth, decide who will operate it. A Cocoa Beach Airbnb is not passive simply because guests book online. Someone has to answer questions, coordinate cleaners, inspect the property, manage supplies, handle maintenance, solve lockouts, respond to neighbors, and be ready when air conditioner stops working on a Saturday night. The city's posted rules require the owner or designated agent to be reachable by phone around the clock for requests from police, fire, or other emergency personnel. That makes your local operating plan important from the beginning. If you plan to self-manage from another state, be honest about response time. Who can physically reach the property? Who checks for damage? Who helps during an evacuation order? Who makes sure the unit is ready after the same-day turnover? A professional manager may solve some of those problems, but the fee needs to be in your projections. Interview managers before you buy. Ask about response time, inspections, cleaning standards, pricing strategy, owner reporting, storm preparation, and how they handle city or association compliance. Finally, buy a property that still makes sense if the short-term rental plan changes. Could it work out for a second home, seasonal rental, long-term rental, or primary residence? Would a future buyer like the location even without protected Airbnb income? Is the unit easy to finance or insure? Does the building have healthy financial story? A highly specialized rental can perform well under the right conditions, but flexibility protects you when regulations, platform demand, association rules, insurance, or your personal plan change. And remember that selling an operating vacation rental is not as simple as handing over an Airbnb profile. Future bookings, guest deposits, registrations, licenses, tax accounts, furniture, management contracts, and association approvals all need to be addressed correctly. So before you buy an Airbnb in Cocoa Beach, ask these 7 questions. What exact guest experience does this location provide? Tourist energy, downtown walkability, oceanfront convenience, or a quieter beach stay? Is the intended rental use allowed by the city, state, condo, HOA, lender, or insurer? What occupancy parking can the property legally and comfortably support? What is the annual cost after insurance, taxes, management, cleaning, utilities, maintenance, and reserves? Who will operate the property and respond locally when something goes wrong? What happens during slower months, repairs, storms, or periods when the property is unavailable? Does the property still have good resale story without optimistic rental projections? Cocoa Beach has a real visitor appeal. The beach, launches, surf culture, port access, and winter weather can create compelling reason for guests to return. But the best vacation rental purchase is not simply the closest property to the sand. It's the property where the location, guest experience, legal use, operating plan, and conservative numbers all work together. If you're comparing Cocoa Beach vacation rental properties or deciding between Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, and any other Space Coast locations, reach out. I can help you compare the real estate and connect you with the appropriate local professionals for the other parts of your due diligence. Cocoa Beach has real visitor appeal. The beach, the launches, surf culture, port access, and winter weather can create a compelling reason for guests to return. But the best vacation rental purchase is not simply the closest property to the sand. It is the property where the location, guest experience, legal use, operating plan, and conservative numbers all work together. If you're comparing Cocoa Beach vacation rental properties or deciding between Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, and other space locations, reach out. I can help you compare and connect you with the appropriate local professionals for the other parts of your due diligence. I'm Carrie Liotta, and my goal is to help you love where you live and to help you understand what you own right here on Florida's Space Coast. And before we leave, don't forget to scan that QR code on the screen right now to join my private Facebook group called Moving to Brevard County, Florida. It's a place where locals and people just like you come to ask questions, collaborate, and discuss the Space Coast life. I'll see you in the next video.